Hello and welcome to a simple tutorial on setting up a version control using GitHub Desktop for your Unity project. There are multiple ways of doing this, but I'm going to show you my way. First of all, for this tutorial, you'll need to download GitHub Desktop and have a GitLab account. You could still use github.com instead of GitLab, but yeah, I prefer using gitlab.com. Alright, so once you've got your GitHub Desktop set up and you've got your GitLab account up and running, the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to projects here on gitlab.com. Then click on new project, then create blank project. Call it whatever you want. Then make sure to select the namespace of where you want to create the project. Just click on your username. Select the type of visibility you want for your project. I'd recommend sticking with private until you know a lot more. Go ahead and leave initialize with the readme checked. Then just click on create project. Fantastic. Now click on code on the right here, then copy the link under clone with HTTPS. From here you'll need to open up GitHub Desktop, click on file, then on clone repository. Click on URL on the right, then paste that URL. Once you've done that, you can then go ahead and choose where you would like that repository clone to be on your system. Alright, cool. Once that's done, you will need a gitignore file. Go ahead and search on Google for gitignore Unity, and then this one over here will do the trick. I'll leave a link in the description. Go ahead and click on download raw file over here on the top right. Open up your downloads folder, then click on the gitignore file, rename it so that it's just .gitignore. Then move that gitignore file to the root folder of where you've cloned your repository. You'll see there is a new change to that file. Go ahead and click commit and then push. This specific gitignore file will have to be moved to the root folder of the Unity project later, but for now, this is fine. Alright, awesome. Now, if you haven't made a Unity project yet, click on New Project. Make sure that the location of that project is inside the root folder of the repository. Once you've created the project, you'll then see it made a bunch of changes. Way too many. So like I said, this gitignore file specifically will have to be moved to the root folder of the actual Unity project. So just go ahead and move that to the root folder. Then you can make a new commit and push with the changes of the full project being added. And there we go, done. Alright, but now what if you've already got a project? Create a folder for where you're going to move that project to. Then go and move everything inside the project's parent folder into the new folder you've just created. Paste that gitignore file in here. Then push and commit. Then go back to Unity Hub and remove the previous project from the project list. Click on add project from disk, and then find that project. And just like that, done. You've successfully set up GitHub Desktop and GitLab to work with your Unity project. If you want to add people to your project so that they can have access to the project as well, go to your GitLab project, then find manage, then members. From here, you can invite people using their name or email address. I'd say give them the maintainer role and just have fun. They will pretty much need to follow the same steps for the cloning and then use the add project step as well on Unity Hub. Alright, cool. So as a bit of a bonus, I'll just give you guys a bit of advice. When working in a team, it is best not to work in the same scene as someone else. But if you are going to work in the same scene as that someone else, try not to push any scene changes and make sure you're working within prefabs. Speaking of prefabs, try work within prefabs and don't work on the same prefab as someone else. It's also a good practice to work in your own branch. To make your own branch, just go over here by the current branch, click on a new branch, give it a name, and publish the branch. Then once you've finished with all of your work, if you are working in a team, go over to the main branch, leave changes on the tutorial branch, then fetch, and if there is something to pull that, then go back to your branch. Click down here to merge the main branch into your branch. Then you can do the same thing for the main branch with your branch. You take the main branch and you merge your branch into the main branch. This way, if there are any merge conflicts when you bring it to your branch, you fix it there and then you take the fixed version to the main branch. Also, try to update whoever you're working with whenever you do the commits and stuff. For example, my team would always notify one another through a specific Discord channel. Alright, cool. That's all for today's vid, guys. If this video helped, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and let me know if there are any other kinds of tutorials you'd like to see in the future. Ask any questions down here in the comment section below. Either I will know or maybe some other person might know. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.